Hey, what's going on, guys? Caucasian Mark here, whitest dude on the internet. And today we're going to be talking about something called character entities. They're, well, I could show them to you, but they're essentially certain symbols that you could create. So, like, say you want to create a trademark sign, or you want to create like a cent sign, like the C with the slash through it. We're going to be doing stuff like that in this video. And so, what I want to employ is just using an unordered list here. And we're just going to walk step by step through these. So there are, let's see, I don't know, quite a few of these. And so I'm going to show you, well, all of them because they're not that hard to do. So we're going to come in here and we're going to do the and sign here. And then we're going to type AMP afterward. So we're going to save that. And we see we have the ampersand sign here. So let's come down and show you an example of this. So if we wanted to do a sentence of saying Bob, let's see how this turns out, Bob and Billy, we would see Bob and Billy right there. And this is right here referring to this right here. Now let's go ahead and delete that because I don't want to get too messy with the coding or whatnot, even though sometimes it does get that way. The next one we're going to do is we're going to do a less than sign, and these are pretty cool. So we're going to come in here and do LT, and then we can see the less than sign right here. And you could probably figure out the next one we're going to do here, which is going to be the GT for greater than. Actually, I think I might be screwing these up here. Yeah, I'm an idiot. So what you want to do is also add the semicolon to the end. I just really realized in my notes I forgot to add those in. HTML is quite forgiving, but just to make sure, say you do more advanced stuff with JavaScript, whatever else, you just want to make sure all your ducks are in a row, or whatever your favorite saying of the day is, to make sure your code is as accurately written as possible. So after the greater than, we could do the copy sign. So that would be the copyright sign right there. And even if you want to do like a sub or superscript, you could do that as well to make it above or below. I've seen that done on websites as well. The next one going on here is we're going to have the I feel like I need a nap in the middle of this. We have that, I think it's the registered or whatever, I think it's registered, that sign. I've never used it personally, so I know I've seen these symbols before. The next one up is going to be trademark, the TM, so automatically superscripts it there for you, which is really cool. And after the trademark, we're going to do the cent sign. And you notice the pattern of a lot of these. They're either abbreviated or they make sense. So you're like, oh, what's less than? Well, LT. Oh, yeah, then you just have to remember that the ampersand comes first there, which is actually quite handy. I love how HTML is just, one, forgiving, and also incredibly easy to pick up. I think it uses a lot of common sense aspects of language and things like that. So degree, which is another simplified one here. So you see this little circle up here. So if we did something like, let's do that. So 95 degrees, we could add it in just like that as well. There's no problem or issues with that. And then this is a fun one right here. So if we wanted to do plus minus, which is funny, it says plus and then MN. I guess they decided it was okay to have the plus, but wanted to keep the minus part short. All right, so the next one coming down is going to be an opening single quote. So what you have right here is the LS, which is left side quo for quote. Now, if you could guess, the next one, and a lot of these are quite predictable, so if you forget what one is, if you know it's for the left side, you could generally figure it out for the right side. And that's going to be RS quo. pretty awesome there. And we're going to keep going on. We're almost done with these, so, you know, no worries there. And so we're going to be doing the double quotes next. So we're going to do left double quo. Make another line item there. We can see that it has the right double quo right there as well. Coming up last here, we should be closing it out soon. And yeah, I do believe we are. And this one I actually use often. And you're like, Mark, I can't. Well, there's that little thing. And this is a non-breaking space. Now, this is really important. Because if you do CSS or you want to get a hold of part of your page, but you don't want it to take up a lot of space, or you want to insert data or information into something, things along those lines, the non-breaking space, I'd say out of all of these, is the most widely used one. Not like I was trying to save the best for last, but the non-breaking space is extremely helpful, especially when you're trying to debug part of your page and wondering where certain elements are. It's a great way of finding things or finding where something appears, and then possibly, you know, creating a class or an ID with CSS, coloring it, and you know, seeing where it's at on your page, or like I said, inserting information into there. But feel free to play with all these here. They're fun, good stuff. And like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next awesome video.